I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. And though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Lisa. It's Tom MacDonald Tuesday, which means more reactions to Tom MacDonald music. This one is going to be the official music video for his track Clown World. Really looking forward to this one. This looks very interesting. I'm not too sure whether he's referring to himself or whether he's calling other people clowns. I don't know. We shall soon find out when we get into this one. Yeah, really looking forward to this. The look looks absolutely amazing, and the makeup looks incredible, so this should be quite a fun one and quite an interesting one to take a look at. So without further ado, let's get into it and see what Tom has for us in this one. Here we go.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense, we need balance. We're all in the same boat, why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink, this is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Can't build a wall, why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders, I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree, nope. I don't hate all police, nope. I don't think that the system's racist, I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree, no, I don't hate all police, no, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality, no. I think picking sides divides, it's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless, that's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war. Burn this.
Wow, okay, I mean there's so much to unpack there, and I don't want to kind of make this a long video. I know with some Tom MacDonald videos I have made them quite long reactions, not intentionally, but obviously there's been a lot to unpack, and there is in this one. But it is kind of the things that I will say with regards to like race and Black Lives Matter and things like that, they are opinions that I've given before, and whereas I get where he's coming from with the whole like modern day segregation and how, you know, the system is built to divide everybody, to just divide people in general, and to separate us from each other. At the same time, I'm sorry, but I personally don't think you can get away from the fact that there is real division, full stop. It's not just the system, it is actually people, it's the human race. It's not, yes, obviously the system has kind of sort of encouraged that, and they promote that in a very sneaky, subtle, underhanded way, but unfortunately there's a lot of people that fall for that, and as a result they bring their kids up believing that some people are better than others, and unfortunately that comes back to the whole race thing, or the colour of someone's skin, or, you know, their cultural background, their ethnicity, their religion even. And sadly, yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do believe, not just within the system but just the general public, there's a lot of people that do actually believe that you know, dare I say it, white people are better than any other colour on this planet, and it shouldn't come down to that. He's absolutely right. It shouldn't come down to, you know, black or white, or, you know, right or left, or anything like that, you know, whatever political party you're in. It should come down to just common decency and just being human and treating other people with respect, and realising that they are human beings too, regardless of what colour skin they have. If it's different to us, so what? You know, they're still human at the end of the day. If they have a different sexuality, different sexual preference, a different gender to the norm, or what society says should be the norm, so what? You know, it doesn't actually really affect you and your day-to-day life. So why would you be so offended if somebody wants to, you know, that kind of, for all intents and purposes, you would look at and say, oh, that's a guy dressed as a girl, you know, or a man dressed as a woman, you know. But if they want to identify as being female, you know, does it really affect you on a day-to-day basis, really? If that's the way they want to feel and that's the way they want to present, then just be respectful of, you know, what they say when they tell you what their pronouns are, or, you know, how they'd prefer to be addressed. Because I guarantee a lot of these people that are shouting about all this sort of thing, the different genders and stuff like that, and saying, oh, why do we have to use people's pronouns, you know, what's that obsession? I guarantee, for example, if that was a man, and it is men and women saying it, I'm not just saying it's men that are, you know, being that way, like homophobic and bigoted and prejudiced against people, but, you know, I guarantee if, you know, you had a typical man's man that turned around and said, oh, I don't understand this, and you turn around and say, well, what are your pronouns? Like, what are you, he, him? Of course I am, I'm a dude, I'm a man, that's how I feel, that's what I am. Well, put yourself in someone else's shoes though. They feel like they should be a woman, for example. Yes, to you they may be like a dude dressed as a woman, but, you know, they want to present as a woman. They feel like they were born in the wrong body. They're in the wrong body. They want to be labelled as a woman as well. You know, is it really such a big deal? Even if it is a phase, if you assume that it's a phase that they're going through, or they're just a bit crazy, does it really hurt to just kind of bite your tongue and just be like, okay, I'll be respectful, you're a she, you know, okay, fair enough. Just if that's what you prefer, then fine. You know, I don't quite understand it. I don't quite get it. You don't have to necessarily understand it. It's not you living in that person's shoes. It's not you living that experience. So you don't have to necessarily understand it, but just at least try and be respectful. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the whole Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter and stuff, I mean, I've said about this before in previous reactions, certainly with Tom MacDonald music. There's so much more to it, and, you know, a lot of people, you know, still don't quite get it. It's not saying Black Lives Matter more. It's, you know, the people that sort of like, you know, when you say Black Lives Matter and people say all lives matter, you know, there's always some that will say that, yeah, but all lives should matter. Yeah, but they don't, do they? And even if we're talking, for example, kids, white kids don't even matter to a lot of these, dare I say, evangelical conservative Christians, because they're, you know, shouting about, you know, anti-abortion and, you know, I'm pro-life and I think every baby matters and stuff. Well, yeah, but how many of you adopted in the care system that actually really need families, need parents, need homes? You know, how many of those kids are you going to take in? None. Okay. I mean, with the exception of a few, but the majority of them will turn and say, well, no, they're not my kids, it's not my responsibility. Oh, but they all matter, yeah? It's double standards, it's hypocritical. So, you know, unless you're willing to take these children in and raise them as your own and treat them as if they were your own flesh and blood, then you can't very well say, really, you know, preach to others, all lives matter, all babies matter, oh, that's a living baby, you know, that's you can't abort that fetus because, you know, it's murder. Well, okay, well, it's either that or it goes into a family, you know, with parents that don't actually really want it, resent it, they might abuse it, it might end up in the care system anyway. Are you going to take that child in, or, you know, are you going to stick around and wait until that child is in real danger from that family or that parent? I'm not saying that every parent that doesn't necessarily want children, or, you know, would consider an abortion, or, you know, for whatever circumstances they're in, would go and kill their child or beat them or whatever. But I'm just saying these things happen, and that's ultimately why sometimes it is, you know, best to just say, well, let that person have a choice. And if a child is not right for them in their circumstances at that time, then they should have the right to choose. It's their body. These same people screaming about that are, the same people that will say, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, my body, my choice, if I get sick, that's up to me. Oh, so it's your body, your choice when you don't want to wear a mask, and you start throwing a tantrum about it. Yet when someone wants to make a choice about their, when a person wants to make a choice about whether they carry a child or not, and it changes their whole body, and they could possibly run the risk of dying or in childbirth, or, you know, complications in pregnancy, which is a very real risk, let's be honest, with anybody that gets pregnant, carries a child, whether they want that child or not. You know, it's different then, is it? You know, you don't care about that person at all. You know, clearly, you know, your body, your choice doesn't apply then. It's just a personal thing. So yeah, I mean, I could go on and on. Like I say, I don't want to make this, you know, a really long reaction video. I mean, I'm loving the visuals of it. I love his delivery. He's made some brilliant points, as he always does. Like I've said before, there may be some that I don't quite agree with, or I want to kind of like sit here and go, yeah, but it's not quite like that. You've got that slightly wrong. It's not quite as simple or cut and dry as that. There's more to it. But yeah, I mean, I won't, obviously, because I've done it in other reaction videos. If you've watched any of those, then yeah, you'll know, you know, my feelings on that. But yeah, brilliant though. I mean, it's awesome delivery. Like I say, just the way he's done this, the way he's written the lyrics for the song, raises some good points, great talking points. Start some really great conversations, and yeah, loving this so far. Yeah, the beat's really catchy, the instrumental, yeah, awesome so far. So let's carry on and see where else he goes with this song.
Circus down, 'cause the world is full of clowns. They're all
loving the makeup as well. The outfit.
Smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie. I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel him, 'cause lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack. They lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms, 'cause common sense ain't that common. This is what they want. This is how they plan it. This is to control everyone on the planet. Then we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. No, freedom doesn't come free. No, there was people fighting, dying overseas, so that you could have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking babies' blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down.
That is true. I go along with that. It's done purposely to divide everybody.
Smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie. I can't be around you.
I just want to say, yeah, that whole division, segregation, it's setting up a civil war. I do agree with him in that sense. Yeah, in a lot of ways it is, because it's made the whole system and everything in it is all this division is made up to kind of divide the masses. Because if the masses really got together and it was us against the system, they'd be in severe trouble, and they know that. So the only way to control it is to kind of, like he said, sort of cause a load of trouble and a load of panic, so that you kind of band together. And it's easier to control that chaos than it is to control the chaos of everybody coming together to go against the whole system, against them, the elites, the people in charge, because then they would be in real trouble. They wouldn't be able to control that, because everybody would like just get wise to what they're doing, rise up against them, and that's what they don't want. They want us fighting amongst ourselves, and that needs to change. We need to wake up to things like that and realise that's exactly what they're doing. But yeah, I just wanted to make that point. I didn't want to talk over him.
Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Oh, brilliant. Sorry, I wish I didn't realise that. I thought there was a little bit longer left on it, but yeah, if I'd known, I'd just let it go. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I won't kind of dwell on any other points. You know, I've kind of said it already, and I want to keep this video a little bit shorter than some of the reactions I've done to Tom MacDonald songs. There's certain ones out there where there's been a lot to unpack and a lot more I could have said, but yeah, I don't want to kind of like rehash all the other things that I've already said in other reactions over again, because I'll just end up ranting and then we'll be here for an hour or longer. But yeah, I mean, overall, absolutely love it. Yeah, some brilliant points made. I do agree with a lot of what he said there about the whole division thing, the way the system works, and yeah, just how it's made to separate everybody. And cause trouble so that they can control it, or it makes out that they're the good guys saving you from the bad ones, and yeah, they're actually the wolves in sheep's clothing. Yeah, it's very dangerous, a dangerous game they're playing, because I think one day people will get wise to it and they'll want to rise up, and that's what scares the heck out of them, I think. But yeah, this was absolutely brilliant. Like I said, the visuals, the costumes, the makeup, just superbly done. Love it. It's kind of fun but with a serious message as well behind it, and a lot of great points made. So yeah, another great one, also shot by Nova as well, I see. So yeah, she's just brilliant. She does such an awesome job with all these videos. She's such an expert at it by now, because there's been a lot. I mean, she shoots them all, so yeah, films them all. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. So if you did too, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more Tom MacDonald Tuesday reactions, and also reactions for other artists on Thursdays and Sundays. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.